Welcome, everyone. Today we will be exploring the United States Constitution and its core consonants. Get ready to dive into the fundamental principles that shape our nation's government. We're going to start with the Constitution's basic structure. The Constitution is divided into the preamble, articles, and amendments. It serves as the foundation of our government, outlining the structure and the powers of each branch. The preamble serves as an introductory statement to the Constitution, outlining the goal and objectives of the document. It sets the tone for the principles and ideas that the Constitution is based upon, emphasizing the importance of unity, justice, and welfare of the people. The Constitution is divided into 7 articles, each addressing different aspects of the government structures, powers, and functions. The articles outline the framework for federal government, including the legislative, executive, and judicial branches, as well as the relationships between the federal government and the states. The Constitution has been amended 27 times to date. Within the amendments addressing important issues such as individual rights, voting rights, and government powers, the amendment process allows the Constitution to evolve and adapt to changing societal needs, ensuring that it remains relevant and effective in protecting the rights of citizens. Here we have the rationale to create the United States Constitution. The Constitution was created to address the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation and establish a more effective central government capable of addressing the nation's needs. The Articles of Confederation, the first governing document of the United States, had several weaknesses that highlighted the need for a stronger central government. These weaknesses include the inability to levy taxes, regulate trade, and enforce laws at the federal level, leading to challenges in coordinating national defense and resolving disputes between states. The need for a stronger central government became apparent as the weaknesses of the articles became more pronounced. The Constitution addressed the shortcomings by establishing a more robust federal government with the necessary powers to govern effectively and protect the nation's interests. Here we have the primary architect of the Constitution, James Madison. He was born in 1751 and died in the year of 1836. He was also a key American statesman, political philosopher, and founding father, known as the father of the Constitution for his significant contributions to the drafting of the United States Constitution. His political career included serving as a delegate to the Constitution Convention, and he was a member of House of Representatives, not to mention that he was the 4th president of the United States. Now, his influence in shaping the Constitution was rooted in his advocacy for a strong central government while safeguarding individual liberties through checks and balances. Madison's contributions to the Constitution Convention. At this convention, Madison played a pivotal role in shaping the new framework of the government for the U.S. He proposed the Virginia Plan, which called for a bicameral legislature based on population, a strong executive branch, and a national judiciary. His ideas emphasize the needs for a strong central government with the power to address national issues effectively and prevent the weaknesses of the Confederation. Also, his advocacy for individual rights protections led to the inclusion of the Constitution, ensuring key freedom and liberty. Moving along, we have the power of Congress. As outlined in the United States Constitution, are a crucial aspect of the federal government's functioning. Congress holds the primary responsibility for making laws and overseeing the nation's legislative process. This includes the power to pass bills, declare war, raise and maintain the armed forces, regulate commerce, and levy taxes. The bicameral structure of Congress, consisting of the House of Representatives and the Senate, plays a significant role in the legislative process. The House of Representatives, with members elected every 2 years based on population, represents the people and focuses on more immediate concerns. On the other hand, the Senate, with 2 members from each state serving 6-year terms, provides a more deliberate approach to the legislation and represents the state's interests. Here we talk about the powers of the president. The president has the authority to enforce laws, negotiate treaties, appoint officials, and serve as the commander in chief of the military, among other powers. The powers of the judiciary. Judiciary role in interpreting laws. Interprets laws passed by Congress and state legislation. Clarify ambiguous language and apply legal principles. Establish precedents that guide in future cases. Oppose the rule of law. Resolve disputes and safeguards individuals' rights. Acts as a check of power of other branches of the government. Now, the Supreme Court's power of the judicial review is that they have the powers to judicial review, to interpret, and determine the Constitution. Established in the Marbury versus Madison in 1803, it allows the courts to strike down the laws that violate the Constitution, serves as a check of legislation for the executive branches, upholds the rule of law, protects individual rights, and applies and shapes the laws in the U.S. Here we have the concept of limited government. Limited government refers to the idea that powers of the government are restricted to protect individual rights and prevent abuse of power. The Constitution outlines specific powers granted to the government while also placing limits on those powers to ensure the protection of citizens' rights. Alright, now let's talk about federalism. What is federalism? Federalism is the division of powers between the federal government and state governments. This system helps maintain a balance of power, allowing for cooperation and shared responsibilities between different levels of government. How does the federalism help maintain a balance of power? It helps maintain a balance of power by dividing authority between the federal government and state governments, preventing any one level of government from becoming too dominant. Now, here we have the system of checks and balances. The system of checks and balances ensures that no single branch of government becomes too powerful or abuses its authority. Each branch of government is empowered to monitor and limit the actions of other branches, thereby preventing any other branch from dominating the political system. This system promotes accountability and oversight, as each branch can challenge and question the decisions and actions of the others. By allowing each branch to check the powers of the others, the system of checks and balances helps maintain a balance of power and ensures that no branch acts beyond the constitutional limits. Have the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights consists of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, which protect individual rights such as freedom of speech, religion, and the right to a fair trial. These amendments are crucial in safeguarding the rights of citizens against the government infringement. Here, posted on the slideshow, you will see each amendment and what their protection is. Here we have the constitutional amendment process. The process of amending the Constitution is first proposal by Congress or National Convention, and then you have the ratification by state legislatures or convention. The Constitution can be amended through the specific process outlined in Article 5, which requires approval of the Congress from the states. This process allows the Constitution to evolve and adapt to the hanging needs and values of society while maintaining its core principles.